This is a standard bench grinder. It has a fine coarse wheel on the left hand side and a medium coarse wheel on the right hand side. And in the very center we have the on and off switch. This also illuminates a light, making it easier to see your work, and both guards are in place. This is the blank we will be using to create our metal lathe tool bits. It is made out of high-speed steel. Here is a wooden example of the tool we'll be making. We'll be making a compound cut starting at the very top of the bit. A compound cut means we will be making two different angles at once, one vertically and one horizontally. The area being cut is indicated by a 1 on the wooden blank, and here is another view of the cut we will be making. Before beginning to grind, we will dress the wheel. To do this, we will use the dressing tool. It has a flat surface covered in diamonds. This will give us a flat surface to work with while making our tools. Here I am beginning the first grind. It is the first step in creating your tool. Here you can see I have already begun the first cut. As an example, I'm showing you the very method on which you're supposed to grind and hold the tool. When making the first cut, it is important to hold the tool at the proper angle so that you cut both the horizontal and the vertical areas. Here is a different angle of the grinding process for the first cut. The back and forth motion of the tool stops the wheel from being worn down in one area. This will wear down the wheel evenly, thus needing less dressing in the future. When the tool begins to heat up, it is important to dip it and quench it. If not, it can cause tempering in the tool, thus making your grind useless. You can fix this, however, by grinding off the part that has become tempered. Once again, maintaining the specific angle that you want your grind to be at is very important. This will create an even grind along your piece. From this view, we can see the scroll marks created by the cutter. This is important to provide a good surface for when you're cutting in the future. As you can see, I have tempered it slightly, though we can fix this in the future. Here is a better view of the scroll marks that I was previously talking about. We will now begin the second cut. Here is an example on the wooden blank that we've provided. It is indicated with the number 2. This is a single angle, which is slightly easier to cut. When this tool will be used in the future, it will be moving from right to left. As an indication on where we'll be cutting, it is this edge, and it is our second grind. For this cut, it is easiest to use the very edge of the grinding wheel. This will wear down the edge faster than the other parts of the wheel, though you can dress it again in the future. Continue this process until you've reached the desired angle of your second cut. This is the completed angle of the second cut. As you can see, the scroll marks match up with the original first cut. Now it is time to begin our third and final cut. That is the very top part of the metal lathe tool. Once again, here's the wood blank of the metal lathe tool bit. It is on the very top of the piece that we will be grinding. It is only one angle that is needed to be ground down. Here's the completed third angle of your metal lathe tool bit. It has cleaned up much of the tempering from the previous grinds. All the scroll marks are going in equal directions, just like the first two angles. Before we take our bit to the metal lathe, it is important to grind down the angle that is in between the first and second cut. We touch the tool very lightly to the wheel. This will round off that sharp angle that we have created. If we leave it, it can create grooves as we are trying to face our projects in the future on the metal lathe. This is our completed metal lathe tool bit, and all the scroll marks on each one of the grinds are going in specific directions. Here is a comparison of our tool to the wood blank that we have created previously. Here we're going to put our metal lathe tool to use for the first time. Our desired outcome are tight, thin, long curls of the aluminum that is being cut right now. This was Creating a Metal Tool Lathe Bit. My name's Tim Giesel, and thank you for watching.